mean to alarm you.
I don't need to freak out, but the screen is talking behind us.
Can you swear on this? You want me to be careful?
I mean, I don't know. Do we swear on the podcast? I mean, kind of, a little.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
We say shit sometimes.
Shit happens.
All right. So Mindy Robinson here at CPAC Live, 20 from Washington, not but Maryland. CPAC. Do they call us?
No.
Where are you from?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
But I live in Vegas, so.
You live in Vegas.
Yeah,
What do you do in Vegas?
I don't
Are you a
gamble.
showgirl?
No. True.
You wear the job? Yeah.
Yeah, in the car and everything.
You got the big hair.
I do.
I would have thought you were from Dallas, actually.
Not that big. It'd be the band.
Not that big.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, what do you do?
What do I do? I'm an independent journalist. I do documentaries too. America Happens is my network. And I put a lot of videos on there. It's almost all of it has to do with either exposing the government or getting healthy or conspiracies, even though that word doesn't mean
Did you
what
see
it
our
used
last
to mean
episode
anymore.
with about the drones?
No.
That's the dude that broke the drone story.
Oh.
And he owns a drone, like he sells drones to the government and shit. And
who doesn't?
Right? What? Are you shocked too? Yeah. This is why we should have 3. We need to get another chair somewhere. But so yeah, he talking about how the drones are basically sniffing for nukes. You think so or no?
I don't know. Whatever the government says, it's probably not true. It's probably something else.
Well, the government says it's not sniffing for nukes.
So then it probably is.
So that means
yeah,
it's
it's always
for nukes.
opposite day.
All right.
Whatever bill is named, it does the opposite. It's that kind of thing.
So, so you have a pretty large following, don't you?
It's kind of big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How big is it?
I don't know if I should tell you.
Don't.
No, I don't know. Actually, don't keep track of the numbers. I know some people are like obsessed with that, but I just put out content. I like to, the world is a depressing place. And I like to add a little bit of humor into it because that way you're kind of commiserating and people can, I don't know, it turns a negative into a positive. So I do have a lot of followers. They seem to like my crap. And
do you ever do any stand-up?
I used to in Hollywood.
Really?
I know. Can you imagine if I'd still
in Hollywood?
Yeah, I did. I'm also a comedic actor.
Are you really?
Yeah, I've done a ridiculous amount of stuff. I'm the best part of a lot of bad movies. Like once you meet me, I'll just show up randomly in like the dumbest shit. It's amazing.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, what's an obscure one that you think I might not know?
Range 15 was probably the more popular one I did.
That's pretty obscure.
Is it? I mean, we had William Shatner. We've had,
Did you really?
Yeah, William Shatner, Danny Trejo, Sean Astin. It was a pro-military movie. So, and a lot of douchebags in Hollywood would never touch something like that. And of course, me, they needed a female comedic actress, and there's not a lot that actually could do it. I would do improv and stuff, and we had a lot of fun doing that.
Nice.
So that's a good one. Brides of Satan is when I'm a lead in. That's
Brides of
that's
Satan.
A trip. Yeah, I kill bad people.
Well,
yeah,
okay.
they.
So you're like the Dexter Morgan of Satan's.
Yeah, it's a psychedelic,
girlfriends.
like Pulp Fiction kind of crazy movie, and it was a lot of fun to do too. Like it's trippy.
Cool. So you want to talk about is there a taboo subject in your life right now?
Taboo subject?
Are you an open book?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, then you want to talk about your relationship?
No, I just get dumped. Why would I talk about that?
You did not. So you got broken up with.
Yeah.
You didn't get dumped. No one dumps somebody like you.
Anyway.
How long was the relationship?
It doesn't matter. Let's talk about something.
You do want to talk about something?
No,
okay.
I'm
a divorce lawyer, right?
Yeah, I can tell. I wasn't actually married. I lived happily in sin. So sorry, you can't help me out on this.
Do you have any kids?
No. By choice, not because I murdered them or anything.
Okay.
God.
Do you want to have kids?
I don't know what happens.
How old are you? Can I ask?
45.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. Why the hell would I lie about being older?
She said she's 45. I don't believe
her.
You
want to ask me about the 80s? Because I remember almost all of it.
Okay, yeah.
Only down there.
Me too. So, all right. So,
yeah.
Where do you go from who was the Coke mascot in the mid 80s?
The Coke mascot?
Yeah.
Well, not the polar bears was one.
Yeah. Polar bears.
I don't drink soda. I do not.
You remember
Coke
Max
Pepsi.
Headroom?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell it was about, but I remember it was a thing.
It was just weird, just a weird thing that they.
It was weird. Like those are like the great graphic.
And then they made it into like a TV show.
I thought it was the other way around. I never knew that.
Really? thought
I
it
saw the
Coke ad
commercials. I
first.
never saw the TV show.
I don't know. I
I was a
like
kid.
10.
I mean, it wasn't.
I know.
I watched
Yeah.
PBS. I was a nerd. What do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know how a bill becomes a law?
I think there's a whole song about it.
There is.
Yeah. I said, really, it's
That's
just
not how it works
it's
apparently.
just money.
So first, someone gives money to Nancy Pelosi, and then Pelosi gives money a lot back to them.
And if you're Kamala,
And
you
then
just
they
get on your
give-
knees, right?
Oh yeah. Well,
Highly qualified.
I wouldn't know personally.
Oh God, it's like eating out of the dumpster. You know where it's been.
So what projects are you working on now?
Projects. I'm working on. We have a new documentary called "The Third Assassin." My business partner in America Happens was the guy that was accused of trying to kill Trump,
What?
which obviously wasn't true. And the sheriff Chad Bianco lied up and down the street about it. Like, he showed up to Riverside with the guns we own in Nevada, which are legal, which are all illegal in California, which is completely unconstitutional. He should probably get on that soapbox. But he told the cops, like, "Oh, I forgot, I got guns in the back," and he got a ticket. That was it. And then he finds out, like, on the news that he's wanted for, like, he's trying to kill Trump. He's like, "I never said that." And he tried to sue to get the body cam footage. They try to say his passes were fake for the event. They were real. His IDs were fake. They were real. His license plate was fake. They was real. Like, this guy made this stuff up to look like a fake hero. And I said he's going to run for governor. And now he is. And I've just been destroying the guy. Chad Bianco can suck a dick.
Wow.
Actually, probably like that. So maybe something else.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that makes me glad that I took all that ammo out of my truck before I came up here.
Right. Oh, everything's illegal in DC too. Unreal.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. But
You probably should not.
I had
Is this
thousands of rounds of shotgun ammunition. I'm a competitive shotgun shooter.
live? Is that a
American Skeet.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll
Have you seen my belt buckle?
motherfucker.
I
Oh,
want it.
skeet.
Yeah,
Skeet.
they don't. Most people here don't have any idea what that means, but I do. I shoot a lot of skeet. So, Leo's.
Healthy man. He's a healthy man.
So what are you working on now?
I just told you.
Yeah.
We're working on the new documentary, and I'm working on a new podcast, Mindy motherfucking Robinson's stupid ass podcast to save the world. And I go over everything from health issues to conspiracies. They aren't really conspiracies; they're all true.
You are the craziest person at the conservative place. How
I'm
are
a
you here?
libertarian. I don't even know why I'm
You
here.
are?
I'm dressed like a unicorn. I have a full costume tomorrow. Wait till you see it.
Do you really?
Yeah.
What's the costume?
Unicorn. It's like you don't even
You're gonna-
listen to me,
No,
Dad.
I deserve that. I do. I'm only 5 years older than you, according to you a minute ago, which I don't believe. But
Why would I lie?
you look like you're 20.
I'm healthy.
That's good.
Isn't it weird how right wingers have become the healthy,
Yeah.
health nuts,
Did
and now the
everything
liberals
flip?
are fat pieces of shit? Everything. It's opposite day, man.
That's crazy.
What a time to be alive.
You should talk with Kareth. Kareth, you should jump in.
Okay, I want to 15 minutes and then I gotta be next door.
So Kareth, also a professional comedian,
Ah,
and so I'm gonna let her.
I have a great Danny Trejo story.
Okay.
okay.
Tag, you're it.
Tag, I'm it. Hello.
Thank you for being on the show.
Yeah.
Awesome. It's hilarious.
How are you? Just okay.
Excellent guy.
I think we might know some people in common. Hair in my
sure.
mouth. What is happening? I was in LA for a little while. I went out there after I was on IMUS in the morning. That was the only place I thought I could still do stand up. I started stand up in New York, and I hate
Stand up in LA is awful.
it's.
It's basically just a bunch of comedians sitting in the audience stealing jokes. That's all it is.
That is an excellent
That's all it
summary.
is.
That is fantastic.
Douchebag city.
So, why did you start doing stand up?
Well, I don't know. I guess people try to do those things. I'm just kind of like this all the time.
It's just your natural
yes.
personality.
Yeah,
And someone said you should do stand up. You're funny.
well, I've kind of always wanted to do it. It's one of those things you see on TV, but
Right.
then I realized I don't want to do it because it's repetitive. I had to do a new set every time I did something.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell the same jokes over and over again.
I
And
get
that's what you do at the highest level. You do 2 shows a night, the same freaking jokes.
Well, because you have to get your A material because you have to craft it. Dave Chappelle.
boring.
But Dave Chappelle is a friggin' genius, right?
Yeah.
But he gets that way because he works his material. And I understand what you're saying. And that's so a personality thing. And I respect that.
I'd rather
You
do
must
sketch
kill
comedy.
it at improv.
I'm very good at improv and sketch comedy. I did about 40 plus reality network shows, which I considered improv practice.
Sure.
Because I'm working with actors and they don't know what to say. I'm like, what do
Yeah,
you do in real
right,
life? You
right.
don't know what to say in real life? And they're
Most
all getting
people
drunk
don't.
and I
Most
torture
people
them
don't. That's the thing. So you're coming in with the advantage as a comedic
that I can talk.
genius. Yeah.
So smart.
So can I tell you the Danny Trejo
Okay.
story? I know Dan is going to want to hear it again, but I am friends with Donald Logue on Facebook.
Okay.
You know Donald Logue, right?
No.
So he's in the Vikings. He was in the Tao of Steve. Do you remember that movie? Redhead, really handsome man.
We'll have to
He's
look him up
got like
now.
some salt and pepper now.
Nudes?
Is he what? I don't know if he does, but I would certainly not say no if they were out there.
Yeah, the helicopter.
But he writes just the most prolific. He's a great storyteller, and he's a director, and he's an actor, and he's brilliant. And he shared the story on Facebook that Danny Trejo told him when they were just hanging out because they became friends doing movies. So you know how Danny got into the business, right? Do you know?
I don't remember.
So he'd been in prison.
Oh, that's right.
Right. And one of his first jobs out of prison was like working on movie sets and like, carrying stuff around and this and the other. Right. Well, he was telling Donald one day about how in prison, like you had to have a craft, a skill, money,
a butt,
be a big, strong, because everything costs. Right.
Yep.
So if you don't have something to offer, it's you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So he said there was just one guy in prison with them who was like kind of scrawny, mousy little dude, but he had this talent. He had this skill. He could take people on guided meditations that would imitate basically whatever drug that they couldn't get access to. It would give them that high from that guided meditation. Like, so that's how powerful the mind is, right?
Yeah.
And Danny said like, the stuff when he did it, it was like better than anything he'd ever
doing
had
imaginary
on the
mushrooms.
Right,
Like, that's the
right.
most psychedelic thing ever.
So here's the crazy part about that. You know what that guy's name was? He used to call him Charlie. It was Charles Manson.
No.
Is that not wild?
No.
Yes.
I guess that guy could convince people of a lot of things.
Exactly. Right?
I'd be afraid to be hypnotized by him. You're going to wake up like, why
right?
am I
Well,
pooping
hello.
blood?
That's what happens.
Oh, my gosh.
Right?
Yeah.
But isn't that amazing, like, how powerful the mind is?
I believe in that.
And, like, how talented some people can be. And, like, I just always thought that was such a great story that Donald shared.
That's so nice of Manson using his powers for good.
Well, was it, though?
I guess.
But I think about that. Like, yeah, you could be like getting somebody to like release the tumor is cancer. Cancerous tumor.
I believe the body can heal itself.
Absolutely,
I believe in all that stuff.
I had my babies
I don't know
in
when
water.
I became a hippie. So
listen, I don't know when I became a hippie.
I don't know. I think
But
somewhere between the government trying to kill me during COVID.
Yes, that's an opinion that you and I are entitled to.
The medical genocide. Remember that whole time the government tried to kill everybody?
Another opinion we're entitled to. So you grew up in Massachusetts. I heard you say that. Do you consider yourself? I was going to say, are you a masshole?
Mega masshole. I think it shows. It's just all over me.
Oh my gosh.
The type of people.
So what brought you here?
Well, I do politics too. Most of my videos are government corruption, and I've run for office before.
Have you really?
Yeah, the GOP backed the other guy, and that guy was convicted of murder. I told him he was dangerous. Yeah, Kevin McCarthy suck a dick.
Shut the front door.
Yeah, they gave him $500,000 to beat me. Everyone wanted me, but the GOP
didn't listen.
Well, I was going after government corruption, and now you see why they couldn't afford to have me any.
Wow,
are you kidding me,
girl? Maybe now you got some street cred. Because he didn't kill anybody.
Yeah. You know what plausible deniability is?
That is so awesome. Well, I hope you run again because
they got to fix voter fraud.
You're refreshing.
They got to fix voter fraud.
They got to fix a lot
Nevada
of things, honey.
The GOP's in on it. It's bad, and
they got to fix
disgusting.
A lot of things.
Yeah, I know.
But you know what? The more people speak up, the more people gain an audience and a following, the more movement we can make. Right?
I concur.
So I am so happy that you came on and that you. Is there anything else you want to say or share?
I don't know.
What's something crazy that if you like it actually happened to you?
My entire life, like I don't pull up a chair, like I'm gonna be here all day. Like I've led the weirdest, luckiest life you could imagine.
We have angels, right?
Well, I believe we manifest our own protection. We manifest our own universe, which is very important. That's why they control the news. That's why they program you. That's why they control our education. They don't want you to know that you can control everything you're looking at.
You are.
Everything's a projection from the inside of. Yeah, it's
100% correct.
And that's why prayer works. That's why curses work.
Absolutely.
That's why karma works real fast.
Hello.
So
Hello.
yeah, so my life has been
I
awesome. I
love
wouldn't
that.
trade it for the world. Got a very
That
interesting
is
life.
awesome.
Every
I
day
feel the
it's
same
something.
way. That's really cool. And you know what? The more we can share that with people, and the more other people can hear it and have that light bulb click off and be like, oh yeah, wait, you mean I caused that? And it may
Yes.
not be directly, but your
But you are
thoughts.
directly.
Your thoughts
Subconsciously or
led
consciously.
to that. Yes. I mean, I just came out of a really toxic relationship that I can look back now, see the red flags I ignored, but also see like what lessons I had to learn out of that so that I could
Absolutely.
be in the better place that I am now.
I believe we pick our entire life path before we're born.
100%. Well, I keep telling my girls, I'm like, you chose me to be your mommy. I know you might not like what I have to say right now, but you know, we made an agreement. Our souls came in here to do
How
this.
it works.
That's how it works, babes.
Yeah.
Well, you were a treat,
Well, thank you.
and I'm so glad you came on. And I wish you tremendous success. And I hope that whatever you choose to do in the future, that the elections turn out in your favor.
Forever being my face, like the Hunger Games thing.
Well, a little bit.
Okay, that's okay.
Without the murder.
Okay,
You know,
less murder.
less murder.
Pedos, you were allowed to kill pedos. Even Jesus said they had to go.
Yes, we can be on board with that in Jesus.
Yeah. All right. Hopefully everyone follows my crap at Mindy Robinson on everything. Look for the blue check and the hair.
There you go. Kareth Foster here reporting CPAC. We are going to be coming back with really awesome more awesome interviews. I said that funny, but that's okay. It's kind of a funny show too. So it's not just information, it's not just politics, it's humor, it's education, and it's a good time. So we'll see you back in a little bit.
That was good. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Thanks for coming on, darling.
Oh, it was fun. All right. Go harass more people.